Starting my morning off. See, my hair sticks up right there. My son had a friend stay over last night, which is kind of like my kid, but whatever. No, whatever. God, I know what you're talking about. My foot is killing me. Really bad. I can feel the pain now. For sure, for sure. The tingling is gone, which is better because that was weird. But it hurts. And still, when I walk, it cracks. But it'll get worse before it gets better. So, hopefully my son will get up soon and make breakfast. He said he would. And he's sweet sometimes. But I did make myself some coffee, and I'm gonna be getting sewing. Fix my chair. So I started this blanket for my mom because she wants it for a friend. I got halfway done and realized I fucked up horribly, so I had to take it all apart and start all over. So here's to me starting over. But I think it should be pretty good. It's a deer camo with orange, and this orange, I don't know, it looks bright on there, but it's not bright, but it's not dark either. Like, it looks, I don't know, it's not dark, but it's not light. It looks good. Jerry Springer for the win. Actually, not for the win, but Jerry Springer. Sometimes when I put my needles in here, I forget that they're in there. The very first blanket I'm in, which was for me, so it was fine. But I forgot a needle. I forgot to take it out, so I sewed it right in. I got the clip out, but I couldn't get the little ball out. So in my blanket somewhere is a little yellow ball. It was fine, but I was like, are you flipping giddy? I like didn't see it or something. I don't know. Trying to think. I think I want to do it this way instead. I literally just had my scissors. Oh. My husband had to stay the night again, which was fine because the girl slept with me. I was in bed pretty much after school. I did get up and put pizza in the oven because my son. We have like this. It's like a spring water, like down over on our land down ways. Anyway, and I was telling my best friend about it, and her son wanted to see it, and that's who stayed last night. So he took him out there to see it because it is pretty cool. Like, it's just a little one, it's nothing big, but it's pretty awesome. But so he went and seen it last night, and my son decided to go in the mud. So he went into the mud and got stuck for a while, actually. they were just like, we're just gonna run down there and we'll be right back because they were gonna do some other stuff, I guess, I don't know. I'm like, okay. And I get a call. I was trying. Trent's stuck in the mud, like deep. I'm like, my husband's not coming home tonight. My foot is killing me. It feels weird to walk. It tingles. It hurts. I'm gonna have to go get this motherfucker out. Literally. So I was like, okay. And they're like, no, we're gonna try to get out. We're gonna try to get out. I'm like, well, how deep is he? So I FaceTime my son, and he showed me, like, his foot was right here, his knees right here. He's like in the middle. Like, he was not very deep. I was like, okay, where's the 4-wheeler at? I can come get you. No, I think we can get it. I think we can get it. I'm like, okay, if you don't, call me and I will come get you. Well, they called back. Or I called them to check. And I said, do you need help? Like, I can come with the 4-wheeler. Do you have the 4-wheeler or is it up here at the house? No, it's down here. And his friend was like, I can come get you and you can help us. And then Trenton's like, no, I think I'm almost there. I'm like, okay. So I waited. And then all of a sudden, his friend comes in my bedroom and he's like, we're done. He's here. I'm like, please tell me he took his clothes and shoes off outside. No, I think he did in the house.
He's immature is what you're saying.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
God bless you.
I'm like, he better clean that mud up. And then he put on some pants and pajamas. I don't know. He came in my room and he's like, I'm good, Mom. I'm like, really? Yeah, can I ask you a question? I'm like, what? How much do you love me? I'm like, at this point, I'm not quite sure. Why? What do you want? What did you do? I lost my shoe. Yeah, what? Yeah, can you buy me new cowboy boots? I lost mine. Just one out there. I'm like, you need to go get that. I will tomorrow.
You let your friend, a guy, move in.
Called. Well, my husband called me. He usually does. Lets me know that they're checking in or whatever to the hotel, but he calls me and I told him. And he's like, no, he needs to go get that shoe tonight because it may sink worse or it'll free, like, I don't know. He just better get it tonight. So I told my son that. They're like, okay, we'll go and get it. They never did. He came home about, like, I don't know, they were outside doing whatever. It came in before it got too dark. It was a little bit, but not much. And I was like, did you get your cowboy boot? No, we're gonna tomorrow. I'm like, it might be gone. Like, it could sink. I don't know actually what really will happen, but whatever. So, his cowboy boot is still out there that he has to go get. Well, after they called and told me that they were stuck, and I screenshotted and talked to Trenton, I was like, that's it. I gotta call my best friend. Like, her son's here. I gotta call her. I was like, what are you doing? I'm just sitting here watching TV. I'm like, what kid do you want? And she's like, what did they do? And our kids sometimes get in a lot of trouble together. But I was like, well, actually, not what kid do you want. I'm taking yours and you can have mine. She's like, uh-oh. I'm like, Chris went to show him that spring, or Trenton went to show him that Chris that spring outside that I want to show you one day. But Trenton, the dumb idiot, decided to walk in the fucking mud and got stuck. Like, between his leg and his knee, like halfway between. Like, he got stuck. And he cannot get out. And I'm like, I can't go, like, I can go and get him, but that'll be really weird on my foot and that'll really hurt. And she's just laughing and laughing. I'm like, this is not funny. I'm like, I'm taking your kid, you can have mine. Well, his friend had videos on his Snapchat, and I watched them, and I made him add his mom on Snapchat because he didn't have her. And she looked at him, she's like, that is so Micah's kid. And I was like, oh yeah, so his dad's. Like, even when I was talking to my husband's like, yeah, that's yours. I'm like, no, I never did stuff like that. Like, that's a you thing. Yeah, it kind of is. I'm like, yeah, exactly. But I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I did some stupid shit in my life too, but not that one. I never got stuck in mud. I mean, with my vehicle, I have, but not with my foot. Oh, that's so weird. I gotta rewind, I'm missing it. So I was talking about my son being weird. But life would be pretty boring without him. And my daughters aren't at that age yet, so they're okay. But I don't want to know when they get older and become a teenager. I'm kind of scared. Because I know how I was when I was a teenager. Yeah. Actually, I mean, I don't know. From what I can remember, I wasn't horrible, but I didn't really listen that much either. But my parents were kind of like, they weren't controlling, but they just didn't let me get away with murder kind of thing. So, I mean, I got to drink alcohol in front of them, I got to do this, and I got to do, that. Like, we got to go party at a friend's house at night, and if we needed someone to come and get us, my mom told me to wake her up and she'd come. So, it was kind of nice, but so it was nice, but yeah, I'm trying to think if I did anything else. I got my belly button pierced without my dad's permission, which was a no-go. He was very, very upset. And I believe I got my nose pierced too, and he wasn't happy about that. My dad was more old school, though. Like, he didn't want you to, like, really cut your hair until you were older. Like, probably graduated high school, I don't know. But he just wanted your hair to grow out and wanted you to, be normal without all that and the tongue ring. But yeah, I don't listen to that part. So I wasn't the best kid, but I wasn't the worst kid. I don't think. I thought it was okay. I mean, my parents might have not thought so, but I thought it was.
And you thought he would be more. Yeah. Oh, he's Jewish.
I sent a picture of my foot to my cousin, and she's like, she called me, but at like 7:15ish, I put my phone on silent, so even if I'm on my phone, it won't show me. But so I called her back, and she was at some friend's house. They were older, and they're like, I remember you when you were little. I know your son, like all that, and I'm like,
Okay, now.
okay.
You let
I seen her, and I'm like,
a guy move in.
she's like, you don't remember me, like at all? I'm like, I'm really sorry. I fell off my horse in 2019, and I don't still don't really remember a lot from back in the day, like when I was a kid or anything like that. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm like, no, it's okay. And her husband's like, a real horse? And I'm like, yeah, a fucking real horse. But I still didn't recognize. Sometimes, like, if I see their picture, then stuff will flash back. But it didn't either. So I don't know. But she knew my son, and she wanted to see what he looked like. And I was telling my cousin how he got stuck. And I sent her the pictures, and she's laughing her ass off. They're all laughing. And I'm like, this is not my kid. Not mine.
He got me so many, I don't even know what to do with them. Oh. So you USA kid. Oh, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, you can get feelings from others or you
Surprise proposal and punches.
He's a great guy. I want to be with him.
That's what I'm watching.
Plain and simple. This is unbelievable. Okay. Oh, Russell is the owner of the Neil hasn't heard any of this. Let's bring him out. Here's Russell.
I really have to focus on this. But anyway, I'm really gonna have to focus. So I probably won't be talking. I'll probably just be sewing. So instead of just listening to me sew, I'll probably be on later. My daughters have enhancement day where they just go to the school for about an hour and just learn a little extra, which is good. And then I'm taking my son and his friend fishing. And doing a little bit of cleaning. We did most of it yesterday. Well, I did some of it, but the kids did some too. I do have laundry to do though. 2 loads. Actually, which really isn't that bad because usually I have a lot more. But anyway, I will be on later. Bye.